can't imagine how bad these fighters want to get their hands on each other. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. That counter shot lands. Can't land the jab there. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. This counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Counter-puncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter-puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
No rest for the weary. You'd like to see more jabs. So much firepower here. Punch, counter punch. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
Dominance with...
Here we go, it's round two. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight or counter punch is smart.
Nice counter shot. That one lands. He threw a punch and just got countered. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. We wanted action, and they are delivering. Lucky to have avoided that uppercut. These two fighters are made for one another. Despite what the judges' scorecard, do you believe this? Bud Crawford just got knocked down. And look at that shot to the head, and there's no way they were going to stand up to that one.
I need to see that again.
That'll be it. On to the third. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a knockdown. 1 minute? You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. Good counter punching. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Missing with the hook. They stop the hook there. Beautiful counter shot. That counter punch caught him clean. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a... There's the bell for round 4. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tear. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
So much for boxing. This is a fight. Nice counter shot. That jab misses. There's a counter shot. You don't see a lot of welterweights that can bring you one-punch KO power, but these two can.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented. I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Perfect counter lands. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry that in? And there's the bell for round 5. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. And he scores with the counter. Can't score with that jab. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Neither fighter willing to slow down. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
What you've got to do, Tony, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
Those counter punches have to hurt. catch and shoot. They exchange punches. These punches coming from every angle. Jab does not score. Nice counter. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different. Here we go in the 6th round. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Well, Johnny, you know there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive. How does he exploit that?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. That jab doesn't find a home. His stamina is off the charts. Well, with welterweights, they sometimes bring you the best of both worlds. Fast hands and power.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. From this moment forward, he cannot afford. And there's the bell for round 7. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
I think I'm holding on here for a minute. Beautiful counter punch. Both men step back for just a moment. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself down trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Caution is being thrown to the wind. These two were made for each other. Jab not finding its target. How about that time counter shot? That jab won't score. When are we going to see a jab from these two? This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Wow, it was like two different leagues.
And there's the bell for round 8. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walked right through it?
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Thank goodness we've got instant replay. We get to see it again.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Give me your ball.
The referee says they can continue, but how much more do they have left?
Got to look at his corner, look for the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up.
Slow horn a second, Johnny. And this fight is over. They knew it when they threw it. The perfect body shot, and no one's standing up. It happened. You saw it here live. A knockout win. Congratulations.
A knockout victory. That is, Todd, did you see the shot? That's not a knockout. That's an assassination. What a shot.